Okay, this video is for Martina, showing her how to make one of the squares for the red heart flower throw. I'm trying to see where it's best in focus. There's a picture of the blanket, and I guess it's not a square, it's a hexagon, but neither here nor there. So the first round tells you to, well, of course you do your slip stitch on, and then it tells you to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it says to slip stitch in the first chain, like so, to form a loop. So the loop is in there, right there. It's kind of hard to see right now, but as I go it'll be easier. And it says chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet 12 times into that little hole. Like I said, it'll get bigger and more pronounced as more stitches go into it. So there's my first one. Okay, pull it out a little. See, you can already see it a lot better, like that. So okay, 1. I'm just going to do my 12. So I've got to remember to keep my hands down. There's 2. And as I go, I'm keeping this string, I'm keeping it with that ring so that eventually it'll be completely covered by all of these single crochets. That way I don't have to tie in that middle string, and it just saves me a lot of work at the end. So I have 2. Let's do number 3. Okay, number 4. Whoops. Number 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And pull it around a little. Okay. 10. 11, and number 12. Okay, and then it says to join with slip stitch to the first one, but I always double check at this point that I didn't miscount. So I'm just going to do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's number 12 right there. So that's the one I'm going to slip stitch into, like so. So there is the first round, 12 single crochets. Okay, so here I am at the end of round 1. I'm going to start round 2. It says to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch into the next single crochet 12 times. So this is the one I'm in. I'm going to ignore the fact that I'm in there because I'll get back there eventually. So there's that first one right here. And again, I'm going to keep this string above it so that it just eventually gets wrapped in. So there's my chain 3. Now I'm going to, whoops, slip stitch. There's my first one. Counting is not such a big deal now because I already have it done. 1, 2, 3. That's Elijah watching Cars. Okay. There's number 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, There is single crochet number 3. And you can see it's forming these little petals along there for the flowers. Okay, so that's 3. Chain 1, 2, 3. And slip stitch into here. One thing that's different about this pattern is that there's no turning. Often in crocheting patterns, when you get to the end of a round and before you start the next one, you'll turn your project. This one you don't, you just keep on going in the same direction. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You can see this tail is getting shorter and shorter as it gets wrapped around more and more. That way I do not have to sew it in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, having a hard time. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Into the next one. Almost done. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Into the next single crochet. Yeah, it was a single crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. I'm just going to double check how many I have at this point. I think I need to do one more right there, but counting always helps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I need to do one more. And 1, 2, 3 chains. And normally when you finish a round, you slip stitch it. But because this round is full of slip stitches, when you do this last little slip stitch, that is the end. I'm just going to put that behind that strand. Look at how short it is now. See, and I don't have to sew it in. Okay, so that is the end of round 2. We have this little flower going on. Okay, round 3 is where it starts to get a little tricky. We have our project here. We haven't turned it at all. I just went this way around and I just slip stitched right there. So now it says you do everything in the brackets at first. So now it says round 3, slip stitch, like so, slip stitch. Oh, I got my camera here. Slip stitch, chain 1, and then single crochet. Single crochet in the next chain 3 space, which is what that was. Then it says chain 5, so chain 1, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it says chain 5 and then single crochet in the next chain 3 space. So not this one. We're going to skip ahead to the next one. You're going to single crochet. So that makes it a big loop, like that. Okay, then it says to chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. So you're not going to do the chain 5 again. You're going to skip that one and go here, single crochet, and then the instructions say at that point repeat from the first star, which is chain 5, all the way around and ending at the chain 1 between the 2 spaces. You'll see what that means. So what that means is go back to the first little star and do it again. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next space, chain 1, oops, chain 1, okay, single crochet in the next space, and then chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, single crochet in the next space, chain 1, single crochet in the next space. I'll try to keep this camera up. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the next space, right? Then chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next space, chain 1, single crochet in the next space. Okay, chain 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet in the next space, chain 1, and then remember it says single crochet in the next chain 3 space, repeat from the 1 star around, ending at the 2 stars. So the 2 stars come after the chain 1, so that's where we stop. We did the chain 1, and then it says end there. Okay, then read the instructions. Beyond the 2 stars it says join with, or join in first single crochet. So we did the chain 1, so we skip ahead to the end after the double stars and we join in with the first crochet, single crochet of that round. Let me do that again. I think I might have been off camera while I did it. Okay, there's my chain 1. This is the direction I've come from, and it says to join in with the first single crochet. That's not down here, it's up here, because this is where we chained 5, and so it's right beneath that chain 5. It's this thick one right here. Sorry, right there, just beneath it. So join with slip stitch, because that's what it means when it says join. It might not say with slip stitch, but that's assumed. Okay, so that is round 3, and we just went from 12 little petals to 6 big ones. Okay, so we've just finished round 3. We're on to round 4 now. There is a whole bunch of stuff in brackets, so I like to skip ahead of the bracket and see where it's telling me to do it all. So there's all the stuff in brackets, and it says to do it all in the next chain 5 space, so all in here. So we're just going to start that list, and what it's doing is it's, you know, progressing upwards from small stitches up to tall stitches, and then tall stitches down to small stitches again, all in the same one. So we start with a single crochet, and then we do a half double crochet. So yarn over, blah blah blah, pull up, and then instead of pulling it through 2 and then 2, you just yarn over and pull through all 3 at once. And then now it says to do a real double crochet, not a half double crochet. Come up, instead of going through all 3, we do 2 and 2, because that's a double crochet. Then a treble crochet, 1, 2 yarn overs, in, up, and then you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how tall it gets. Then at the top of that you do a chain 1, and then you do the same thing but backwards. So treble crochet first, in, 1, 2, 3, there's my treble crochet, then double crochet, okay, then half double crochet there, and then single crochet. Okay, so I did that all in the one space just like it said, and then it wants me to slip stitch in the chain 1 space. Remember the previous round we did single crochet, chain 1, single crochet? So it's not a very big space. You're going to pull it apart, you'll see there's a little space there, and it wants you to just slip stitch into it like that. Okay, then you're going to do it all over again. So single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble crochet. So there's half of my petal, chain 1, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, oops, and then single crochet. I need some more yarn. I like to just get lots of yarn out at once. I'm not pulling it all the time. Okay. So I finished with the single crochet there. Pull it apart. Find that hole in between and slip stitch into it. Okay. Then, okay, then we look at our next space. Single crochet. I like to pull it down a little so it's down here and not up top. Okay, then half double crochet, double crochet, oops, that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 for the treble crochet. Again, I'm going to pull it over. There we go. Chain 1, treble crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. Okay, this video is going to be a little broken up because I need to hit pause. Okay, I'm just at the end of round 4 right now. I went ahead and did it without video recording. So I've done my half double crochet. I'm just doing the last single crochet, and then the round finishes. It says to do all that list of things to make the petal, and then chain 1, or not chain 1, slip stitch in the next chain 1 space. And that's what you've done the whole way around. You've done the petal, the slip stitch, the petal, the slip stitch, and that's just how it ends. Petal and slip stitch. So you've done it 6 times. It's forming this really pretty flower, and then on to round 5. Okay, round 5 starts out with you chaining 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it says single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and the next chain 1 space between the 2 treble crochets. So that's right here. So single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet. Okay, then it says to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the next part says that you're going to be working over the slip stitch in round 4, going into a chain 1 space from round 3. That's a fancy way of saying you're going into this big hole right there, and right in there, and so on. The reason they say that is you'll be working, this is the slip stitch you made in the previous round, and because you're going into the same hole, the new treble crochet is going to end up going over top of that, but that's all it is. So you're going to do your treble crochet, 1, 2, and then into that hole. Oops, sorry. Pulling it up. 1, 2, 3. So you can see here, there's the hole and the treble crochet just covered up that slip stitch underneath it, and that's okay, it's supposed to. So then chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and you're back to doing single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and single crochet. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then treble crochet into that hole, okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, into that space between these two petals. Okay, open it up, there it is. So it's a treble crochet. There we go. Okay, then chain 3, I think that's why it's called an easy pattern, because once you figure out that one thing that you need to do, you're just doing it over and over again for the whole row. And once you get the hang of this, then you'll have the pattern memorized. This is my 4th one, because in figuring out how to make it and practicing before making this video to show you, Martina, how to do it, I decided that I really liked it. So it's my 4th, and I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to make a blanket for my daughter. Chain 3, okay, and into here, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Okay, see, we're almost done. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then 2 loops for the treble crochet, open up that hole, and there we go. 1, 2, 3. There's a treble crochet, almost done, almost done. Chain 3, into the hole. Okay, there's my single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet. And to finish this off, we stop at the chain 3. So we go 1, oh, I should do that on camera, 2, 3 chains, and then we take this and we count from that bottom loop down here, and we count up 4 of those little rope looking things. That's each stitch, each chain. Okay, so we count 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is what we are going to slip stitch into, like so. Okay, so that is round 5 finished. We have one more round to go and then this one will be done. So for our last round, super simple, we just chain 1 and then it says single crochet in the same stitch as joining. That means I took this chain 3 and I joined it here, and it wants me to single crochet in the same hole as where I joined it, so right there. So I just go right in and single crochet. Okay, so I have 1 single crochet there, and then 3 single crochet in the next chain 3 space. That's this big space here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then it says 3 single crochet and next chain 2 space. So remember, between these 2 stitches, there's a little space right in between these 2. Right in there. So I'm going to go in, do 1, 2, 3. So I just did 3 right there, and then it wants me to do, it being the pattern of course, 3 single crochet in the next chain 3 space. And then it says to, oh, I'm trying to figure out where I am in the directions. Tra-la-la-la-la. Single crochet in the next treble crochet. So I've just done this chain 3 space. Maybe I should move this ball of yarn. So I've just done the 3 here. Now it wants me to do 1 in this treble crochet at the very top. So right up here, 1 single crochet. Okay, and then we start over. We go 1, 2, 3 in the space. We go 1, 2, 3 in the chain 2 space, and then 1, 2, 3 in that chain 3 space, and then 1 in the treble crochet. Right there. And then we do it all over again. And you can see when you look at it that it's those chain 2 spaces, the 3 in there and here, that is forming the corners of your hexagon. You see that there? You'll see it better when we're done. Let's finish up this round. 1, 2, I need more yarn. 2, okay, then 3, 3 there, then 3, oh, let's find that space. 1, 2, 3 in the chain 2 space, forming a corner, then 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the treble crochet. 1. Okay, start over again. 1, 2, 3, 3 in that chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, did not get much yarn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 in the treble crochet. 1. So we're almost finished. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the treble crochet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Last time, I think. One, 2, 3, 3 in the double or in the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, and lastly we need 3 in that last chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then it says, finishing at the double star, so right where we are, it says join and fasten off. So we join to our first single crochet right up here. With a slip stitch. And I don't have my scissors with me, of course. And I don't think I have anything that could work. Here, let's see if our hole punch here would do the trick. No, don't think it's working. That's okay. Yes, I just tried to hole punch my yarn. It would probably work if I worked at it, but it doesn't really matter. Because the point is, let's just pull that up. Ta-da! We did it. Just like that. So the colors that I'm doing, my 4 that I have done now, let me just lay them out. Here we go. I am doing these 4. I don't know if you can see very well. It's a white, darker green, lighter green, and pink. So yes, I am quite happy with it, and I really like them. So thanks for introducing the pattern to me, and I hope it helps. All right, take care. Bye.